right, we're back with Scott Braddock from Scott Braddock Financial talking about retirement planning. Let's go over what the Roth IRA does.
All right, so the Roth is unique in and of itself. So the big difference here is we're going to pay taxes on the money going into the Roth, but then that Roth is going to grow tax-free. You can take from it tax-free, and you can pass it on to your heirs tax-free. And there's also no required minimum distribution at 72. So those are huge advantages. The way that I describe it to folks is you'll pay taxes on the seed as the money goes in, but you're not required to pay taxes on the harvest as that money grows and you use it in retirement.
And that can kind of help you out when you're making less money because you're retired and things of that nature, so you don't get hit with extra taxes. Is there a limit on how much you can put into the Roth IRA, like the regular IRA?
Well, there is. Now here it depends upon your earned income. And if you're a single person and you earn more than $144,000, then you're not allowed to contribute to the Roth. And then for married couples, $214,000 or more, and you're not allowed to contribute to that Roth. But here's the tip. There is such thing as a backdoor Roth IRA. And this is where you earn too much money, so you can't contribute to the Roth. You go ahead and you contribute to an IRA, and then later you start to convert that IRA money over to a Roth.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about these questions that people are putting in. I'm turning 72 this year. Do I have to withdraw from my 401k, or can I let it keep compounding?
Oh, great question. So yes and no. If you're still working for your employer that offers that exact 401k, you do not have to start taking out mandatory distributions. However, if you have a 401k from another employer, you do have to start taking from that 401k. And of course, if you're not working, you do also have to start taking from that 401k at 72. Okay,
this next question is, can he explain the different types of annuities?
Okay, sure. So let's just talk about we have the traditional type of annuity, which is a straight fixed annuity, very similar to a CD at the bank. It's going to guarantee you a certain interest rate. And then the next one would be a variable annuity. A variable annuity is different because this one is a security product. You can invest this in what usually looks like mutual funds. And then next is going to be the fixed indexed annuity. The fixed index annuity is like the fixed, where there's going to be guarantees and protection. There's going to be a flooring, very unlike the variable annuity. It also will offer some minimum guarantees, but allows you to participate in the stock market up to what are known as caps. There's a limit to how much you can actually earn there. And then the last type of annuity is what we would call a single premium immediate annuity. This is where you take a chunk of money, you put it in the immediate annuity, and it starts to pay you an income right away.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you put into your 401k, your IRA, are you putting in and buying annuities?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Now, that the over view here is that most of your money is going to be invested in stock market if you have a 401k through your employer. Now, you can find annuities within those 401ks that you can contribute to as well, when we're talking specifically about the 401k. When it comes to IRAs and Roths, those could be stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They could be fixed or variable annuities. They also could be certain types of insurance products as well.
All right, this person's asking, what can you do if your employer does not offer 401ks and you want to lower your AGI and save for retirement?
Well, absolutely. Here, what we're going to do is look at the IRA. That's going to be the way that you're going to be able to put some money away, take a tax deduction, and allow that money to grow tax deferred. Now, if you're self-employed, that's a little different. You can take advantage of what's known as a SEP, a self-employed plan. And here you can actually put in quite a bit of money as well, just like the 401k.
And this next question is, at what age should you back out of the market for something more stable?
Well, again, everybody's financial situation and their overall risk tolerance and their wishes and goals, desires in retirement are going to be unique and different. This is where you want to sit down with a financial professional that'll take you through a good process to figure out what's going to be right for you. It's different for everyone. However, I will say that as folks get closer to retirement, they tend to taper off the risk. They start focusing more on protection versus just growth. There's two different phases of life, the accumulation phase and then that distribution phase. And as you get closer to that one, that's where we want to start looking at protection.
All right, we got about 1 minute left. This person says, my company was sold. Should I move my 401k to the new company or to a Roth?
Well, it really depends. Again, you want to, in this case, since we're looking at the Roth, and that's going to be a taxable event, because if your 401k is a traditional 401k, in order to convert that to Roth money, you're going to pay taxes. So you want to meet with a CPA on that one. But it depends. That's the right answer. You really need to take a look at the options of the new employer's 401k. Will they allow you to roll your old 401k into their plan? That's another good question.
All right. Now, if you missed any of this, or you want to get in touch with Scott to ask him some of these questions, you can do that by going to our website. You'll find all of this information in the Who Wants to Know section.